What's going on, everybody? So, we're going to talk about autism today, okay? And what we're going to talk about regarding autism is why Kathryn can't heal autism, or God, or anybody for that matter right now, okay? Because if there was a genuine healing, okay? If there was a genuine healing of a child with autism in our fucking great world today, uh, that child would technically be patient zero, okay? Everybody would want to know, hey Ella, how you doing today? Hit that like. We're gonna talk about autism today. I'm gonna read some. We're gonna do some fucking studying today here, and we're gonna talk about why Kathryn posting this stuff about children being healed of autism or God healing them. Okay, but here's the thing. We all know why Kathryn says that, right, Ella? It's not because she wants to give God the glory. She wants to give herself the glory that the healing happened through her. Okay, tracking with me? Has nothing to do with God. It all has to do with her movement. It happened there. It happened through me. And look, I'm the apostle. I'm the one who did it. It's all about Kathryn doing it. It has nothing to do with God, okay? So, Kathryn, I really want you to know, like, we pay very close attention to detail with you cult leaders, okay? We really do. Kathryn, there's hundreds of eyes researching your shit, watching, listening all the time, okay? It is. It's another means of financial gain. No one has ever tried to deliver autism because you know what? It can't fucking be delivered. It is not a fucking demon to be delivered in the first fucking place, Kathryn. Get that through your thick fucking skull, Kathryn. You know, I'm not even gonna try to get crunk, right? I'm gonna try to stay calm today. I really am. Make that a goal of the fucking stream today is to just stay calm with you, Kathryn, because I already put a link in the chat. So if anybody wants to click onto it and read along with us, okay? Autism spectrum disorder, Kathryn. Okay, this is coming from mayoclinic.org. Okay, this is coming from research development over decades and decades of mental health development, awareness, doctors doing research and observation of patients over years, Kathryn, okay? You coming out saying that autism is healed, you're fucking full of shit. And I'm going to read exactly why you're full of shit. And this is where I'm looking at Mayo Clinic, okay? I do a lot of research here. When I'm doing coding, guess what? Mayo Clinic. This is where I study. Okay, I do a lot of it, a lot of cross-referencing. I'll look up procedures, sometimes like actual procedures of people getting cut up. It's so I know what the fuck's going on. Kathryn, with regards to autism spectrum disorder, okay, I want you to be very, very fucking clear about this. You can't heal it. God can't heal it. There is no medical fucking miracle that's healed it. Nobody in our society that we know of has ever been healed or cured of, or delivered of autism, okay? And let me see exactly how you put it, because you put it a certain way. Let's see here. You put it a real certain way. That way it wouldn't look like, oh, I'm saying it. Healed of autism. Then you say, oh, medical proof. But Kathryn, we looked and it's not medical proof, okay? And I'm going to get into that a little bit later too, why it's not medical proof, okay? Yeah, exactly. Symptoms can be reduced via medication. However, we're going to get into the signs and symptoms right now. Let's go ahead and get into it, okay? And this is how I wanted to open up the stream tonight with autism spectrum disorder. What is it? Signs, symptoms, where does it start manifesting? What can you do to recognize it? Things like that, okay? And this is for all parents because this autism, it's a very real thing, okay? It is a very real disorder. There is no cure for it. It can only be harnessed with medication, okay? Even then, some people are high functioning. Some people with autism, CEOs, okay? Don't fucking let that slip your mind for 1 second. People can function fully with autism, okay? And you would never fucking know it. They're just high functioning. Okay, symptoms and causes. Okay, this is autism spectrum disorder, and we're going to talk about this with regards to you today, Kathryn, okay? Because somehow I would like to eventually get, say, the medical community involved, like the National fucking Institution for Health, something like that, because you are leading people down the wrong fucking path because you can, we'll get to that later. Autism spectrum disorder, okay? Autism spectrum disorder is a condition related to brain development that affects how people see others and socialize with them. This causes problems in communication and getting along with others socially. The condition also includes limited and repeated patterns of behavior. The term spectrum in autism spectrum disorder refers to the wide range of symptoms and the severity of these symptoms. Autism spectrum disorder includes the conditions that were once thought to be separate autism: Asperger's syndrome, childhood disintegrative disorder, and a form of widespread developmental disorders that isn't specified. Autism spectrum disorder begins in early childhood. One True Emperor, what up? Hit the thumbs up. Autism spectrum disorder begins in early childhood. Over time, it can cause difficulty functioning in society. For example, people with autism spectrum disorder may have problems being social or when in school or at work. Often children show symptoms of autism within the first year of life. So within that first year of life, if they're not responding to, say, like auditory commands, you're snapping maybe your fingers next to the ear and they're not paying attention, the first 6 months, the first year of a baby's life, I'm learning, is very critical. What's up, True Emperor? Good to see you, bro. Getting those early childhood checkups, man, it's critical. It really is. And this is one of the reasons why, because of autism spectrum disorder, because they want to catch it early, okay? They do. They want to catch it early as they can. Show symptoms first year of life. A small number of children with the condition appear to develop as expected in the first year. So doctors expect it to develop within the first year, okay? Hit that like too. We're talking about Kathryn and why autism spectrum disorder can't be cured or healed, okay? Through God, through any medical fucking reasons, nothing. There has never been any medical proof that autism has been healed. Kathryn said she put medical proof, Kathryn, but that's not medical proof. We need to see doctor signatures. There would be studies. There would be MRIs, CAT scans. There would be blood work, lab care. There would be a host of fucking tests that would be done if somebody was healed of autism, okay? That is one of the reasons why we never hear about it, because it's never happened. Then between 18 and 24 months of age, they may lose some skills and develop autism symptoms, okay? There is no cure for autism. Once again, there is no cure for autism. Let me say it one more time, Kathryn. Kathryn, there is no cure for autism. And anybody that's following Kathryn that's been told their child's cured of autism, I swear to God, they're not fucking cured, okay? Because it's not. It is your child is born with it, okay? I think the correct term is congenital. It's like they're born with it. It's with them for life. It's with them for life. They're born with it. It stays that way. It doesn't go away. You can, again, harness it with medication. Even then, some people who have autism are high functioning, very smart, very intelligent. But again, we'll get into that later. Kathryn, once again, there is no cure for autism spectrum disorder. Once again, Kathryn, there is no cure for autism spectrum disorder. Yeah, their brain's wired differently, man. I love it. I love it. But getting treatment early during the preschool years can make a big difference in the lives of many children with the condition. So you catch it early, big difference, okay? Symptoms. Now here's the symptoms of autism, Kathryn, if you're watching, all right? And anybody who thinks their child has been healed of autism, we are pointing out that these grifters are out there saying, oh, your child, God healed your child of autism through me, okay? It was through me, Kathryn Krick. God did it through me. God, me. I laid hands on your child. Is at my movement that your child was healed of autism. It's a fucking grift, everybody. And I'm here to tell everybody that. I'm not Christian. I don't go to church. But this is a full fucking grift. Yeah, some people are wired it. That's what I find. I think, Uncle Jake, that's one thing I think I find so... I don't want to sound like a prick saying it, but fascinating, I guess. Like, the brain's just wired differently, man. That's the thing. They can look at something and be like, I can fix that. Yeah. Yeah. You know what, Uncle Jake? I'm even thinking some of our greatest battlefield commanders were like on the scale, dude. If you really think about it, right? If you really think about it, if Joan of Arc, right? What if she was on the fucking scale, right? What if, say, Richard Winters from Easy Company was on the scale of autism and they just didn't know it? That guy was fucking brilliant battlefield commander. Who else? Fuck, who else was a really good commander? I just think in that range, right? Maybe some of our Civil War generals were fucking on the scale. Yeah, Kathryn couldn't heal a fucking set of bloody hemorrhoids, that's for sure. Yeah, and that's what we're talking about today. So Uncle Jake, he did a Google reverse search, proof that the images are cut and pasted from some fucking website, okay? There's no doctor signature, there's no labs, there's no test. And I know Kathryn's gonna watch it. She's like, fuck, these guys are just getting me at every avenue. How come I can't? Leave me alone. It's not because I'm smart. Yeah, see, and Uncle Jake's teaching me a lot about it too. Where I'm learning an incredible amount about the human body, man, and everything that it can do, it's capable of, what happens when it doesn't work. But yeah, me and Uncle Jake have been talking, and I'm with him. I think she's on the scale. I think she's on the scale. I really do now at this point. I really do think Kathryn's on the scale of autism at this point. Helicopter parents. Me and Uncle Jake were just talking helicopter parents. It's like she was always in the school plays. Mommy was always around. Daddy was always around. She was always at church. But okay, back to autism. Symptoms. Some children show signs of autism spectrum disorder in early infancies, such as less eye contact, not responding to their names, or being interested in caregivers. Other children may not develop as expected for the first few months or years of life. Then they suddenly become withdrawn or aggressive, or lose the language skills they had before. Signs are usually seen by ages 2 to 3 years old. It's stupid as a parent to get parent. You get rights and the school gets paid. Oh shit, that fucked up, right? Yeah. Okay, then they okay. 2, 3. Some people in the mild range of autism spectrum may have more symptoms that aren't noticed early on. They may not be diagnosed until middle to late childhood, when there's a greater need to communicate and be social. Okay, that makes sense with Kathryn. I could see her being fucking shut down and reserved until middle childhood. Yeah, I could see that with her Uncle Jake. Now that I could see her withdrawn until middle age. I'll get back to that one. Sometimes a diagnosis is made for the first time in adulthood. Those symptoms were likely present during childhood. Okay. And again, Mayo Clinic right here. The link's in the chat. The link's in the chat. This is how I do research, guys. I'm letting you know how I do research real time. This is how we figure these things out together too. These are legit studies. This is Mayo Clinic. I also do cross-references with Cleveland Clinic. I also do cross-references with the National Institute for Health, CDC. I cross-reference a lot of shit. Yep. Yep. It's very important because the research is out there and Kathryn's fucking coming out saying autism's healed through God. Get the fuck out of here. Where's the fucking studies done? If that kid was genuinely healed of autism, that mother would be taking that child to the fucking doctor and having research done and be like, hey, my child is fucking a miracle. The doctor would be like, okay, let's go ahead and check her. Let's go ahead and check her. Let's go and see. Kathryn is spreading a vast amount of medical misinformation. I think this could be an avenue of approach for us to get her taken off the platform, is the amount of medical misinformation that she's actually spreading. And it's fucking loads, you guys. It's pathetic what she's doing. And she knows what the fuck she's doing, okay? She knows what she's doing is wrong. Each child with autism spectrum disorder is likely to have a unique pattern of behavior that depends on whether symptoms are mild, moderate, or severe. Kathryn's are probably moderate to severe, I think, if she's autistic. Yeah, exactly. That's not a diagnosis that's made in a single doctor's visit either. No, you're going to probably go through 6 months to a year of doctor visits. Lab work, MRIs, CAT scans, all the fucking works. You're probably going to do auditory, visual stimulation, everything. They're going to put you through a host of tests before they say, yeah, this child is no longer autistic. There's no fucking way that would happen without those tests. So anybody that's just tuning in, we're talking about Kathryn Krick, the Autism Healing Apostle, but she's not. She's a fucking fraud. And the fact that she has the nerve and the audacity to put a video up of a woman coming on saying that her child was healed of autism through Kathryn Krick's ministry is a blatant fucking lie, and it is huge medical misinformation. It's dangerous. It could hurt somebody. It could hurt somebody's child, and it could hurt somebody else. You could cause damage to somebody by saying this kind of shit, Kathryn, and by spreading this type of bullshit. We're here to tell you that it's fucking wrong. And we're proving it right here, that it's not curable. Hey, Observation. Hit that like. Let me know you're here, please, unless you're just trolling. Because, Kathryn, I know you watch the channel and you put that video up. You're like, oh, here's Here's documentation that this child was healed of autism. Get the fuck out of here, Kathryn. I look at medical documents day in and day out, Kathryn. That wasn't a medical document. That was a fucking... You took that shit and you copy and fucking pasted it, psycho. Okay. Because each child can have unique symptoms, mix of symptoms. Sometimes it can be hard to tell how severe the condition is. And how much the symptoms... Okay. Below are some common signs shown by people who have autism spectrum disorder. Okay. We're going to autism spectrum disorder. Then we're going to have a discussion about why Kathryn shouldn't say that autism is healed through God, through her, because it's a fucking lie. Hey, precisely. Kathryn, here's another good point. If you were genuinely healing autism, everybody would be flocking to you. And nobody's doing that, Kathryn. Nobody's doing that. Kathryn, you know what? Fucking consider me your big fucking brother, okay? Consider me your big fucking brother telling you that you're full of shit. You need to pull your head out of your ass because you know what? It doesn't seem like your other siblings ever fucking did that. I'm your big brother, Kathryn. Rich Holmes is your fucking big brother now. Get that through your thick skull, okay? You're wrong. You're fucking wrong, Kathryn. You're sick, you're wrong, and Kathryn, you need help. Fucking personally, you need fucking help. You need to go get fucking checked. That is for goddamn sure. I was gonna try not to get crunk, Kathryn, but I am. I'm gonna fucking... You're my little sister now, Kathryn. I'm your big brother and you're my little sister that fucking got everything and now you're a spoiled little fucking rotten bitch. Getting your way in life, calling yourself an apostle because nobody ever stood up to you in your fucking life and told you were wrong. We're here to tell you you're wrong. People with autism spectrum disorder may have problems getting along with others and communicating. They may have a mix of these and other symptoms. Don't respond to their name, or they don't seem to hear at times. Don't want to be cuddled, held, or prefer to play alone. I'm guessing this is like when you're in childhood. Poor eye contact. No expression on their faces, but Kathryn's face are overexpressive, but I think you could probably be overexpressive with autism too. Don't speak or have delayed speech or lose the ability to say words or sentences as they could before. Can't start a conversation or keep one going, or only start one to make requests or label items. Speak with an unusual tone or rhythm and may be using sing-song voice or robot-like speech. Yeah. Repeats words or phrases word for word, but don't know how to use them. That's Kathryn. Don't seem to understand simple questions or directions. Yeah, I could see that being Kathryn. Simple questions or directions, yeah. Like Bob Larson, what's your systematic theology? Well, what's systematic theology? It's the only thing you literally have to know, Kathryn. Don't show emotions or feelings and don't seem to be aware of how others feel. That is definitely Kathryn. Fuck, she's hollow. Exactly. Oh, she's hollow, right? Observation station. Hollow. That last one. Don't show emotions or feelings and don't seem to be aware of how others feel. She's not. That is one thing I found out through interviewing some of these sources and talking to some people offline is Kathryn, she doesn't. She's very socially awkward. She doesn't take cues from people that they're fucking feeling awkward. She puts people in really awkward situations and doesn't notice it. I think that's a big part of her spectrum right there. Now that I'm looking at it, she doesn't. Don't point at or bring objects to share interest. Are passive aggressive. She's definitely passive aggressive. Yo, what up, Rotten Apple? How you doing, brother? We're talking about Kathryn Krick. She's the Autism Healing Apostle. I'm reading off the Mayo Clinic right now on every reason why she can't. Okay. Right now, we're looking at social communication and interaction and some of the distinct cues that you can see with people who are on the spectrum of autism. I'm not here to label people. I'm really not. I'm just saying why this can't be healed, okay? Because these fuckers are coming out here saying, oh, it's healed through God, through my ministry. But it's all about money, pimp. It's all about money. I'm almost tempted to stop at this school for the autism that I drive by on work and talk to them and just ask them, like, point me in the right direction. I might even just call them and email them and see if I could start a dialogue with them. Tier 1 defender of autism. Yeah, exactly. Kathryn's like, hey, I'm Tier 1 defender of autism. Come here and you fucking get healed through my ministry, through God. You'll get, God will come to me and I'll lay hands on you and I'll heal you. Okay? But it's all through God, through me, though. It's a fucking scam, dude. It's a racket. It's disgusting. And the trolls are watching right now, too, man. I know the trolls are watching because you want to know what we're saying, Kathryn. And that's fine. Because, Kathryn, we're going to pick apart everything you ever put on your channel, especially when it comes to shit like this, because you are now crossing over into medical community boundaries. You're not a fucking doctor. You've never been to any kind of medical school. And nothing, Kathryn. Passive aggressive. Have a hard time figuring out what it means when people have different looks on their faces, position their bodies differently, or speak in different tones of voices. Yes. Yes. Yes, that is Kathryn. Kathryn doesn't understand social cues. There's no way. Choo choo, what up from Croatia? Krick likes to show off her overgrown teeth. The question is, she aware? Does she believe that she's capable to heal? Nah, she can't heal. We're talking about how autism is not curable because she put a video up saying, one of her members put a video up on her channel. Kathryn requested this lady make a video about her daughter being healed of autism. Kathryn put it on her channel. This lady saying, oh, my daughter's been healed of autism. No, the fuck she hasn't. Now we're on patterns of behavior with autism. Again, we're kind of doing a dialogue. Kathryn, you can't heal autism. And we'll point out time and time again, right here, why it won't happen, okay? This is all research, Kathryn. This is all valid research. You do realize that, right? That's what we do in our spare time, Kathryn. We're researchers. You're a fucking apparently not, because if you had done your research, you would know that autism can't be cured or healed by fucking anybody. Okay. Patterns of behavior. Now, these are patterns of behavior with autism spectrum disorders, may have limited repetitive patterns of behavior, interest, or activities, including a mix of these and other signs. It's sad to watch her in action, to fucking fool all these people. And I know her little cult members are watching, you guys. We're not here to tell you not to believe in God. We're actually telling you to step aside from Kathryn and just look to God. Don't look to Kathryn. That is the most solid advice. I'm not even Christian. Kathryn Krick followers, look to God, not Kathryn. Okay? It's that easy. Why are you guys idolizing her? It really is. It's disgusting because at the end of the day, let me tell you something about Kathryn. She doesn't care about you guys. She doesn't care. You know what she cares about? Your wallet. How you're going to fill her bank account. How you're going to pay for her and John Tall's next trip to fucking UK so they can rent their little 5-star hotels. I mean, if you guys want to pay for that, that's cool. Fuck, pay for my vacation. Shit. Okay. Okay, signs, patterns of behavior, make the same movement over and over again, such as rocking, spinning, or hand flapping. Do activities where they could hurt themselves, such as biting or head banging. No, that's not Kathryn. Specific routines or rituals and become upset at even small changes. Yes, that's Kathryn. That would be Kathryn in a nutshell right there. That's a big one. Specific routines and rituals and become upset at even small changes. That's cool. I'm sure Israel hates you too, Dream Zoo. I'm sure they hate you too, so the feeling's probably mutual, brother. Aren't coordinated, may be clumsy, or they move in patterns that aren't usual, such as walking on toes. She always has those weird gestures. Yeah, weird gestures. Have unusual, stiff, or exaggerated body language. Yes. Yes. Fascinated by details of an object, such as the spinning wheels of a toy car, but they don't know what the object is for or how it works. Sensitive to light, sound, touch, but may not be affected by pain or temperature. Don't mimic others or take part in make-believe play. Fixate on an object or activity with unusual intensity and focus. Prefer specific foods, such as eating only a few foods or not wanting to eat foods with certain textures. I could definitely see Kathryn being a picky-ass eater. I often wonder what she eats. What does Kathryn Krick eat for lunch? Seriously, like, what does she eat for freaking breakfast? Okay, continuing on. Again, Kathryn, do you want me to show you where it says it is not curable? Right there. Look, Kathryn, there is no cure for autism, okay? Right there. Plain as fucking day. Kathryn, there is no cure for autism. And the fact that you put that lady up on your channel and expose her to that type of bullshit, you know what you just did? Like, you're damaging that family more than you're helping them, Kathryn. Fucking bitch. I can't say... If you were my sister, I would be. You are my sister. You're a bitch, Kathryn. Hey, Kathryn, you're a bitch. Okay. As they get older, some children with autism spectrum disorder interact more with others and show fewer disturbances in behavior. Some, usually those with the least severe problems, eventually may lead typical or nearly typical lives. But others continue to have trouble with language or social skills, and the teenage years can bring more behavior and emotional changes. Oh, Steve? Yeah, Kathryn eats her girlfriend. Yeah, she does. Yeah. Causes. Oh, yeah, if you're concerned about your child's development, think your child may have autism, talk with your healthcare professional, mental health provider about your concerns. Um, they're going to recommend developmental tests to figure out if your child has delays in learning, thinking, language, or social skills that point to autism spectrum. I think a good place to start would be YouTube for sure, reporting her for medical misinformation, without a doubt, dude. Dude, without a doubt. I think we should start reporting her for that for sure. Medical misinformation. That's a big one. Yeah, exactly. Go to the doctor and then pray, okay? If you want to go to the doctor first and get diagnosed and get help first and then go fucking do your bullshit at KK, that's cool, but go to the doctor first, okay? And then go to God. Doctor first, okay? It's okay to go to the doctor. Causes. Autism spectrum disorder has no single known cause. So doctors don't know what the fuck causes it, okay? Has no single known cause or cure for that matter, okay? Yeah, she needs a stage. She needs a fucking stage, exactly. No known cause or cure. Since the condition is complex, Kathryn, and symptoms and severity vary, there could be many causes. Both genetics and the environment may play a role. Okay? This is huge. Doctors have been doing this shit for years, Kathryn, researching autism. Trust me, Kathryn, if there was a cure and it was done through you or what the fuck ever, the doctors would want to see you, I'm pretty sure. They would be breaking your fucking door down and be like, yeah, how'd you do it? So I'm here to tell you, Kathryn, as your big brother, that you never have or never will heal autism. Okay? So let's just get that out of the way. Okay? Genetics. Okay? Several genes seem to be involved in autism spectrum disorder. For some children, autism spectrum disorder can be related to a genetic condition such as Rett syndrome or Fragile X syndrome. I was just actually reading about Fragile X today. Fragile X syndrome, it's basically the gene that causes like mental health, like degenerative mental health conditions like autism, Parkinson's. That's the gene that does it. Fragile X syndrome. It causes those disorders. That's the gist that I know of it. Okay, Fragile X. That's like, yeah. For other children, genetic changes, also known as mutations, may raise the risk of autism spectrum disorder. Still, other genes may affect the way that the brain develops or brain cells communicate, or those genes may affect of how severe symptoms are. While some genetic changes seem to be inherited, others aren't. Environmental factors. Researchers are exploring whether factors such as viral infections, medicines, complications during pregnancy, or air pollutions may play a role in causing autism spectrum disorder. No links between vaccines and autism spectrum disorder. One of the greatest controversies in autism spectrum disorder centers on whether there is a link between the condition on childhood vaccines. Many well-done research studies show no link between autism spectrum disorder and any vaccines. In fact, the original study that started the debate years ago was retracted due to poor design and questionable research methods. Okay, so they retracted the original research, and went back and did more because the methods were fucking. They're like, no, this isn't it. You got it. This takes more than just this. Yo, batshit crazy. Kathryn can't heal autism. Kathryn can't heal autism. Okay. And that's what we're talking about today. Batshit crazy. We're going over the signs, symptoms, risk factors, and then Kathryn had some lady post a video saying that her daughter was healed of autism, and I'm here to tell her that it's wrong, that it's a blatant fucking lie, that it's dangerous, and that it's pretty much medical. Not pretty much. It is. It's medical misinformation, and her fucking channel should take a hit for it. Her channel should take a fucking hit for it. It's fucking disgusting what she's saying. When your child doesn't get vaccines, Your child and other children could catch and spread viruses that cause serious diseases. Then these diseases include whooping cough, uh, pertussis, as well as measles, mumps, rubella, all kinds of shit. Okay, it is. I'd seen this video, and it was these people, it was fucking like Europeans, right? That had went down to South America, and they had fucking had contact with this tribe that nobody had ever had contact with, and these people, the tribe came over and stole their clothes, and they're like, we got to get our clothes back because they're not vaccinated. They haven't been exposed to any of our fucking diseases to build those immunities. Like, they were very, very concerned about them getting smallpox, fucking measles, mumps, what the fuck ever, because that they had not been vaccinated. Okay, vaccinations are important, man. I just want everybody to know that. I know how people feel about getting fucking children vaccinated, but let me tell you something. They're important, okay? Don't fucking not get your kids vaccinated. You will. You end up with a sick kid, man. You'd be like, well, how come my kid's sick? Well, because all the other little kids around you are vaccinated and he's not, and they've all fucking had some sickness and have built the immunities to it, and your kid hasn't. The number of children diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder is rising. It isn't clear whether this is due to better ways to diagnose and report the condition, a real increase in the number in the children with the condition, or both. Autism spectrum disorder affects children of all races and nationalities, but certain factors raise a child's risk, including your child's sex. Boys are about 4 times more likely to be diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder than girls are. While boys may get autism spectrum disorder more often than girls, it's possible that some girls aren't diagnosed. While boys may get autism spectrum disorder more often than girls, it's possible that some girls aren't diagnosed. Kathryn, it's a very high possibility you could be on the spectrum of autism and you're just not diagnosed. That's what we're working on right now. This video was just posted. Kathryn just had this lady post this video. Nah, we're working on that too, and you can actually report it. Anybody can report that content for medical misinformation. That is wrong. That is fucking wrong. And YouTube, you fucking know it. Hey YouTube, hey, any of the fucking graders up there that watch the content that have to go through this, because I know this. Real quick, if you have a child that's on the autism spectrum, can it be healed? Really ask yourself that question, because we're out here pointing this type of shit out on the platform that this can't be healed, and you're allowing it. It's blatant medical misinformation. Okay? Just want you guys to know that, YouTube. You need to fucking pull your head out of your ass. Family history. Families who have one child with autism spectrum disorder have a higher risk of having another child with the condition. Sometimes parents or relatives of a child with autism spectrum disorder may have minor problems being social or communicating, or they may show certain behaviors typical of the condition. Again, people who are autistic, they may not show signs or symptoms. It might be little shit that you may not notice. Yep. A lot of kids with ADHD get misdiagnosed. Yep. Yep, it's pretty common. Yep. Other conditions. Children with certain medical conditions have a higher risk of autism spectrum disorder or symptoms similar to autism. Examples include Fragile X syndrome, an inherited condition that causes intellectual disability, tuberous sclerosis, a condition in which benign tumors develop in the brain, and Rett syndrome, a genetic condition that almost always occurs in girls and causes slowing of head growth, intellectual disability, and loss of purposeful hand use. So Rett syndrome almost always occurs in girls. That's crazy. I love reading about this shit on the fly with you guys, because we're learning medical stuff that these people are saying they can heal and they can't. But it's weird how certain conditions and diseases will affect one sex but the other, right? Nature's sick little fucking joke on humanity. Nature's final fucking nature. Hey, I'm sure nature fucks after or smokes after he fucks us, okay? Pretty sure. Very interesting. That's fucking tripped out, man. Only occurs in women and girls. then I would say it's 4 times more likely that men develop autism than women. But then red is like almost always occurs. It's like, what the fuck? Okay, early birth. Babies born before 26 weeks of a parent's pregnancy may have a higher risk of autism spectrum disorder. Parents' age. There may be a connection between children born to older parents and autism spectrum disorder, but more research is needed to show this link. Hey, Lost Wages, what up? How you doing, Arlen? We're talking about Kathryn Krick, the Autism Healing Apostle, that she's putting videos up of her members saying their children are healed of autism when it's a fucking lie. Okay? It is a blatant lie what Kathryn is doing. Kathryn, I will be reporting you for medical misinformation. I will be reporting you. You cannot come out and say that. That is wrong. You're lying. You know what you're really doing too, Kathryn? And you have a sister that's a doctor. You know what you're doing? You're literally shitting on all those doctors that went to school for fucking decades to become what they are, and you're just fucking shitting on everybody. Way to go, Kathryn. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing, Kathryn. You're giving those people shit respect. You're thumbing your nose at the entire medical community, saying you're fucking smarter than everybody. You don't need the research. You don't need the doctor notes. That's what you're telling everybody, Kathryn. I'm smarter. I'm better. I don't need to listen to you guys. But you're wrong. Complications. Because people with autism spectrum disorder often have a hard time interacting socially, communicating, or behaving, this can lead to problems with school and learning. Hey, Kelstorm, getting a job. It doesn't work like that, Kelstorm. Thank you for backing us up on that. It doesn't fucking work like that. Being isolated socially, stress within the family, being a victim and being bullied. I don't think Kathryn was ever bullied. I think she was just treated really special. Prevention. There's no known way to prevent autism spectrum disorder. Let me say that again. Prevention. Kathryn, there's no known way to prevent autism spectrum disorder, okay? No way. You can't prevent it. You can't cure it. You can't heal it. It is non-curable. You can't take it away. It is there with you for life, Kathryn. Kathryn, it's part of your brain. It's just the way your brain develops. It's telling us here there's still a lot of research needed why it happens. And you're out here saying it's fucking healed. These people are being healed. God's healing these people of autism through you. The fuck out of here. You should be put in a psych ward, Kathryn. You need to be put on like a 7-day hold. Take all your social media shit away. I wonder what would happen, Uncle Jake, if you put Kathryn in a fucking room with just a chair and nothing. Many studies have been done to see if taking folic acid and other vitamins before and during pregnancy can lower the risk of having a baby with autism spectrum disorder. A review of studies on what are known as prenatal vitamins shows no clear answer. Okay? No clear answer. This is due to the quality of the research. More high quality studies are needed. So again, there's medical advancement. Where are we at, guys? We're like, where did we really start kicking ass with medical technology? Well, like 20 years ago? We're always advancing, but when did it really start to kick ass? When did we really start to get fucking head over heels into medical technology and really... I'm trying to figure that one. I'm thinking 25 years. 30 years? Yeah, 25 years maybe? Is when fucking humanity really got big on fucking medicine. When they really started taking shit serious and really started doing research, I guess. It's always been there, but... Getting diagnosed and treated earlier is more helpful in improving behavior, skills, and language development. But getting treatment is helpful at any age. Though children usually don't outgrow autism spectrum disorder symptoms, they may learn to function well. Okay, so that is autism spectrum disorder, everybody. Now, Kathryn, once again, you cannot heal autism. God does not heal autism through you. There have never been any verified miracles as far as we know of autism being healed with God or through any kind of apostle or prophet. Because if there was, Kathryn, I can guarantee you for sure, there would be studies done. There would be panels done. Doctors would be coming, banging down your door, talking to you, trying to figure out what you did, how it happened, where it happened, what the stipulations were. Yep, exactly. Yeah, neurodivergency. It's 100% not able to be healed. It's a brain. It is. No, no. I'm not a doctor either, Caleb. But I I read all the time. Reading about it all the time. Um, did I hear a dog just now? Hold on. I thought I heard one of the dogs cry. Could be wrong. Oh, shit. Yeah, and it is, Kathryn. Like, to be healed of autism, it's like you're basically taking away somebody's brain. Yep. Yeah. Well, no, and Kevin, what I'm trying to say here tonight, man, is like we gotta report her somehow to like authorities or something, like to the medical community. I just don't know what to do, man. There's a school not far from where I work, man, and it's a school for autism. And I think I might just snap a picture, get a hold of them, and shoot them an email and start a dialogue with them. And maybe they can point me in the right direction. Maybe they have some resources to where they can get some doctors involved. I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of like to see that and knowing what doctors have to go through to do what they do. Not only that, Kathryn, just again, I do medical coding, you guys. Fuck, even I'm held to a higher standard than Kathryn is. I'm held to a higher standard than the fucking doctors are, actually. Let me tell hey, medical coding, you are. The coders are held to a higher standard than the fucking doctors. I'll be really clear about that. It's a good job. Trust me, it's a good field. Love my job, love my leaders, love everything I do about it. But the coders are held to a way higher standard than the doctors are. I will let everybody know that. The coder's ass is on the line, not the doctor. I'll tell everybody that. When the coder submits that file, it's Rich Holmes' name, not Dr. So-and-so. Yeah. So the fact that Kathryn is out here actually shitting on the medical community, yeah, this is where I'm kind of, I think it's time to take a little bit more active approach with Kathryn now and really start calling some schools around here and seeing maybe they could just point us in the right direction, or if there's resources out there for people like this that are actually coming out spreading this medical misinformation when there's solid proof and research that this condition cannot be healed or cured by any medicine. It can be harnessed, but that's it. And again, Kathryn, I'll challenge you to a debate about this. I really will. And I know your little cult members are watching, man. I know they are, Kathryn. And I want you to watch because, again, I'm your big brother. I'm going to keep calling you out until you just stop what you're doing. It's going to take years with you, Kathryn. I know it is. Something, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, Kathryn went on like Good Morning America or some shit, or NBC, some show, and that lady looked at her like she was a fucking idiot. She's like, yeah, okay. That was probably one of the best displays I'd ever seen of Kathryn getting looked at by some fucking news host who was just like, whatever, this chick's psycho. So yeah, Kathryn, we're taking this kind of personal, man. Hey, Daniela Batbog, how you doing, man? We're talking about Kathryn and why one of her little cult members put a video up saying that her daughter was healed of autism. Healed and cured. With medical proof. Oh yeah, let me show you the medical proof real quick. That is the medical proof right there at the bottom. See that? That's the medical proof right here. This is the medical proof that kid has been healed of autism. It's honestly copy and pasted. This is just saying basically what should be done. A formal oral motor evaluation should be conducted during feeding evaluation. Feeding therapists should assess and report any oral motor deficits that may affect speech language development. Yeah. Purpose should so when you go and do it's called a study or a purpose. Like, what's your purpose, right? The purpose, what's your study? What are you going to do as a doctor? The purpose should comprehend opposite, i.e., go, stop, big, little, up, down, right? The doctor's going to go do a study on the purpose, which would be the patient, the child. They need to understand stop, go, big, little, up, down. Get the spoon, put it on the table, and understand new words quickly, expressively. Purpose should have a word for almost everything. Talk about the things that are not in the room. And this is just this is not proof. This is not proof. Yeah, no, this is medical misinformation, Kevin, and that's what I'm trying to say, dude. Yep. Oh, let me check, Uncle Jake. Let me see. We probably could, actually. Let me open it up. Hey, I think I seen her. No, I did. I saw her on Netflix. Yeah, Love on the Spectrum. I watched that show. I like it. She's really pretty too. She's got a really nice, friendly face. Like, no, she was one of my favorites actually. I remember her. No, she's cool. I watched her. Nah, no, I watched her. Ah, I know who she is, man. Okay, I might reach out to her, but it might be kind of hard to get in touch with her, man. Like she's famous, dude, but that would be a good one to get a hold of, Uncle Jake. I'm with you on that one. I just don't know how to get a hold of her, man. Hang on. Okay, let me see if I can get a reply back. That Daniela, let me tell you something. I was just talking about medical community shit, really. Like medical coders, right? I was just saying, medical coders are held to a higher standard than doctors, right? Like, yeah, doctors have to diagnose and do all this other stuff with the patient. But at the end of the day, like when it comes down to like writing it on paper and sending the chart out to insurance, it's the medical coder. If we fuck up, we go to court, not the doctor. It's the doctor's responsibility to put the correct notes in. We just translate it. Well, either way, it's on her channel. She is reposting it. It's still medical misinformation. She is still using her channel as a proxy. That's the thing about it, Daniela, right? She's using her channel as a proxy. She's using her channel to say, hey, Pingo Bingo, what up? And brother Ken, he's got a child on the spectrum too, and we just got done talking about the spectrum, Uncle or Ken, and we're talking about why Kathryn can't heal it because she's using her channel as a proxy to let people come out, put videos up saying that their child is healed of autism. Well, we just read over all the reasons why autism can't be healed. Okay, so you got two on the spectrum. Okay, all right, yeah. And Kathryn's out here putting these videos up. Oh, God healed this. She put the video up. The mom comes out and says, "Oh, my daughter was healed through 5F Church through Kathryn Krick." You see where I'm going with it, guys? You really see where I'm going with it. It really is to me. This is like you're breaking some kind of law, like YouTube you're violating YouTube policy by spreading fucking medical shit, Kathryn. You can't do that. Like, they took hard stance against that during COVID, right? Hey, you started spreading medical misinformation on YouTube, it fucking just took your channel down. Yeah, it was for sure a placebo effect, without a doubt, Ken. For sure, it was a placebo effect. Why wouldn't it? Of course, right? Placebo effect. We just went to this great thing. Oh, my daughter's healed. I feel so good. She's healed. Yeah, she's good. No, she's not healed. I'm sorry, ma'am. She's not healed. And I will debate you on that. The lady that posted that video, I will debate you on it. There's people here who have children who are autistic, and they will tell you that it is not curable. Okay? But that's kind of the next step. That's where I'm at with it too, Ken. Where's the proof? They put some shoddy ass fucking proof. It wasn't even medical proof, bro. Yeah, if you give any person enough money, they'll say just about anything. Yep. Hey, if I give you like $100, we go out and say that your daughter's been healed of autism. Yeah, sure, I'll do it. Paid? No, I just think mom's fucking brainwashed, man. I think mom's brainwashed. Kathryn told her daughter was healed. She's like, yeah, she is. She said she's healed. Exactly right. Some people with autism, some days they function highly, some days they can't. It's different. It is. Yeah, Daniela. Yep. Yep. Some days are different, man. Yep. Some people on the scale, it's a. Yep. Yeah, the cognitive ability difference. Yep. Differs. Yep. Oh, I think brainwash for sure. That's the thing. Like, it's like a feminist movement, right? Um, right, Ken? And I'm sure these women would probably just do it fucking for free. Yeah, I'll go out there and say that because I'm just so fucking enamored with my apostle. I hope to get something from her, but they don't. They're not. Maybe a job. I don't know. I don't know. But it's all proxy for Kathryn. Yeah. Okay. See. So look, Uncle Jake's saying his son's autistic, right? But he's a mechanic, makes good money, high functioning, right? It's just the way it is. And that's what he said. He's like, my son likes to take shit apart. Now he's a mechanic, but he put on two different socks, and you see nothing wrong with it. We'll see, and that's the thing. You know, in my old church, there was a child on the spectrum that got prayed for by one of the pastors. Yeah, it's evil. That's where I'm at with you, Abby. Dude, my boy, Abby. It's good to see you, dude. It really is, man. I hope you're doing well, dude. I do, man. It's good to see you, brother. It really is, man. That's what we're talking about, Abby. Is Kathryn put a video up of one of her fucking followers saying their fucking young daughter was healed of autism through God, through Kathryn's ministry. Okay, calling it a fucking demon that it need to be cast out. No, this needs to stop. Yellow circles, my glasses. Yeah, I need to get the different AR. That's the one thing about these. I didn't get the fucking premium AR. Um, the premium AR, what it does, like these are just basic AR. The premium AR prevents that. Yep. So I just got basic AR this time. This is my first time wearing glasses like this, so I just got basic shit, man. And I have to wear bifocals. I have 6 eyes. Okay, so we ended up in the satanic church with your brother. You're no longer saying. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Kel, and that's where I'm at. It kind of has, it's come to kind of like a crossroads with her. Like, this is enough. You can't put videos out like that, Kathryn. And I'm here to tell you that you can't. You can't, Kathryn. And I'm going to do everything in my power. Oh, scam call. You guys want to do a scam call? Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Are you still here?
Yes.
Hi, good evening. This is Olivia from State Benefit Group. The state is updating Medicare plans for Special Enrollment 2025. I am here to check if there's anything missing in your plan. Before we go any further, I just need to verify that you currently have both
Medicare
Part
scams.
A and Part B of Medicare, right?
Yes, Part A and B, that's correct.
Perfect. You qualify for the benefits. I'm forwarding you to our supervisor. Here we go. Hold a second, please.
Getting these calls all fucking day.
The number you have dialed is not in service. Please check the number and try again. Goodbye.
Damn it. I know. Hey, doctor just told me I got bad eyes, all rich. You need to wear your glasses all day, every day. Jack Mahagoff. That's what I'm going to tell him. My name is Jack Mahagoff. Hey, Chuck, let me tell you something. That was the second time she got it, bro. That wasn't the first time, big dog. No. Let me tell you something real clear. That was the second time she got it. No, that was the second time she got it. You remember the first time where I called her a psycho bitch, right? You remember that one, right? Well, then she's like, Jeantal, I think there's somebody you need to remove. Yeah, that was the first time she got it. That was the first time she got it. When she tilted her head back, she's like, Jeantal, I think there's somebody you need to remove. Yeah, that was her. That was her. That was me. Yep, she got it. She got it once before. Yeah, she got it once before, man. She got it once before. So fucking P. Diddy's gonna stay in jail, huh? Oh, and he still got denied bail. Diddy still got denied bail. I hope they fucking keep his ass in jail. Fuck that piece of shit. He's a fucking dumbass. But yeah, that was the first time Kathryn got fucking Moon Goddess, yeah. And then the psycho bitch was the psycho. Yes, okay, yeah, it was. Yes, it was that first time. Yeah. So I called her psycho bitch, and then what was funny is she saw me go through the motion of like standing up and fucking just, yeah, dropping trout. She's on 1, 2, 3, Rich's cheeks out now. Dude, I'll never fucking forget that. Oh my god. Dude. And you know what, Chuck? Let me tell you something, bro. I was really hoping she would bring it right up on the fucking screen so everybody could see it. I swear to God, I was really hoping for that. Yeah. I was really hoping that she would. And it worked out in my favor that time. I just wish there was more people would have been watching. It was still early on in the stream, but her stream builds up pretty quick. But there are still people there. I'm sorry, I'm reading this shit about P. Diddy. He's such a fucking dumb shit. Fucking throw the key away. Oh yeah, the other people that were watching started to laugh. Yeah, man. Or and you get calls just asking if they want to sell your house. Dude, I get the Medicare calls. I get the Medicare calls. She did say, I think that's the man God has for me. Oh yeah, and fucking Love at First Kiss, she's on, I think this is the man that God has for me. Fucking dude bails out on her. You really, Steve, you really think so? You think she has night sweats about me? I can tell you exactly when and where, Chuck. Give me a second. I'll tell you exactly when and where. One moment. Medical proof. Kathryn, that's not fucking medical proof, you lying bitch. You're so full of shit, Kathryn. You really should. You should be fucking sued, man, for that type of shit. It doesn't say where in Minneapolis. You got to go to her events. Yeah, it's on her community post, but it doesn't say exactly where in Minneapolis. on her post and shit. But yeah, she's gonna be there. I noticed she's staying away from Texas. Well, she's staying away from San Antonio, which is good because I already told her, Kathryn, you come to San Antonio, I will fucking show up. I promise you that, okay? You, Kathryn, you can almost fucking bet your last fucking dollar that I'll show up. And I'll make a fucking scene. I don't care. I don't care. Don't fucking come to San Antonio ever again. I'm telling you that now. Stay the fuck away. And Houston, you're even pushing it with Houston. Let me tell you that, okay? You're even pushing it going to Houston. Let me be real clear about that. What apostle needs security? What apostle needs security? Yo, what up, Whitecom? Good to see you, man. Where you been, dude? Fuck, where you been? Dude, you haven't been here in a while, bro. How you been, dude? Good to talk to you, man. We're talking about Kathryn Krick, man. We're talking about Kooky Crickster and how she can't heal autism and that she's actually putting videos up. Well, what she's doing, Whitecom, is she's having her members of her cult make videos saying that their children are healed of autism. So Kathryn is using her channel as a fucking middleman to like bring fucking followers in. It's real fucking scummy. It's real dirty and it's super fucking wrong, dude. I don't care. I don't want to attack her. I like watching people. I do too. I just want to watch her. I do. Just want to watch her. I'll show up, Kathryn. I never said what I was going to do. I just said I was going to show up. It would, Uncle Jake, could you imagine, like, if I showed up to one of her sermons and just sat there, didn't say a fucking word, just watched her back and forth on the stage, like a fucking hawk. She'd be like, he needs to leave. Kick him out. He didn't do anything wrong. I don't care. Kick him out. He needs to go. He's a Pharisee. Yeah, fuck yeah, she'd shit, dude. She would shit her fucking pants. And she'd be like, he's got to go. He's a Pharisee. There's a Pharisee in the front row. Security, go get him. He hurt my feelings. Dude, that'd be legit, Uncle Chuck. You should do it. Do it. Do it. Crappie flop like that one dude did. Yes. Yes. Nah, you should, yeah, you do it. You should fucking crappie flop. I'm down with it. Do it. She would. She knows who I am. She knows my name. She knows my name. So, no, I don't. I don't know Rich Holmes. He's a pussy. I don't talk to pussies. That's Kathryn's fine. I don't talk to pussies. Just don't talk. Mm-hmm. She would. She'd probably scream at me. She would. She'd scream at me, call me a Pharisee, and then probably have her fucking security fucking bully me out. Like, you got to go. You're not allowed here. You're not allowed around this apostle. Man, fuck you. Fake ass apostle, man. And again, Kathryn, God doesn't heal autism through you. You know, I think there is actually. I really do. Because I know, do a cartwheel, right? Do a cartwheel, right, Dan? Just go up there, start doing like somersaults and shit. Hey, what up, Black Wolf? How you doing, man? Good to see you. And Daniela, that's kind of a plan I have. There's a place that I drive by every day for work. Well, when I work in the office, and it's autism school. And I think I'll get that information, give them a call, drop them an email, and see if I can start a dialogue with them about getting some kind of medical community involvement done with this. For sure, dude. For sure. Yeah, that's what I was going with it, like pro-autism organizations, right? I think that'll probably be our biggest one, getting the pro-autism organizations involved and really putting a fucking halter on that and saying, no, you can't do that. Wycombe demons were not, what the fuck ever. It's like, Kathryn's psycho. And you know, it wouldn't surprise me if people are seeing weird shit because, again, she's fucking evil, dude. she knows. Let's be clear about this, all right? Kathryn knows that she's fucking up dudes' lives. Hi, dingers. I know you talk a lot. You know it's dinner time and your food's about to come out. Yep. She's all, Rich, dinner's ready. So I'm really hungry. My food's about to come out of the bowl. Can you get it for me? Open the door, Rich. Rich. She's all, Rich, I'm really hungry. But yeah, I think it'd be best to get the pro organizations involved and go about it that way. Exactly. What would KK have to worry about from little old us if she's an apostle, right? Okay, there's an article right there. Uncle Jake posted it up. See what it is. Yeah. If Kathryn gets sick herself, yeah. Mm-hmm. Imagine Kathryn getting sick. She's like, well, I can't heal myself. God doesn't work like that. Mm. Okay, century very widely. So there's actually codes and shit, man. Hey, right on, Ken. Good deal, dude. Hey, fuck yeah, bro. Ken's out there turning wrenches, man. Yeah, this is an article about faith-based medical fucking neglect. Yeah. Yeah, this is NIH right here. Man, they talk about the Jehovah's, fucking Amish, other groups. Holy shit. Oh, I'm gonna have to read this article. Fuck. Yeah, you guys need to read this article because this is all about fucking faith-based healing and shit, what they can and can't do. What a fucking bullshit fucking system, man. There's one. Let's see. Parents with religious beliefs against medical care have widely divergent attitudes towards physicians. The Jehovah's Witnesses, of course, do not regard themselves as rejecting medical care, but simply directing physicians to practice medicine as they want it practiced. Regardless of the parent's belief system, attitude, communication style, or socioeconomic status, the physician must base decisions on the child's medical needs. Some parents may be hostile and poor communicators. Others may be professionals who can communicate well. Some theology may sound more reasonable or comprehensible than others. These factors should not influence a physician's assessment of a child. If parents come across as fanatics or obdurate extremists, providers may argue for more intervention than is medically necessary, as in the Newmark versus Williams case previously mentioned. On another hand, in another pediatric cancer case, the parents agreed to chemotherapy initially, but after tests showed the cancer was gone, the child refused a further course of consolidation and maintenance of chemotherapy, saying God had given her a vision that he was healed. Providers explained to the family that there is a very high likelihood the cancer would recur without further chemotherapy and it would be more difficult to treat the second time. Parents said they would support whatever decision the child made and promised to return for medical treatment if the child got sick again. Their aspects contributed to the feeling of their bioethics team that the parents were reasonable, and they recommended that the hospital not seek a court order for treatment. The child later relapsed, and died. So, I mean, if people are really going to leave, let's go ahead and talk about that. People following Kathryn Krick. if you're really gonna believe Kathryn over a fucking doctor, you should probably have your head checked. No, this is a case with the NIH, National Institute for Health. This was, let's see here. These are stories and studies, man. It really, when to be a doctor, like, it comes down to the fucking care of the patient. It doesn't matter. Like, the doctor is gonna do what's best for the patient. If they see a fucking child is having problems, and they're gonna if a child walks, if a parent brings a child into a hospital and the fucking child's really sick, like just fucked up, and the doctor gives a diagnosis, they're like, nope, we're gonna go home and pray on it, just go with that. Like, the doctor'd be like, no. The doctor can step in at that point and make a medical decision, be like, no, this child is sick. I'm going to admit them immediately, and we're going to put them under my care right now. I mean, a lady did back in January. It was in Daystar. Oh, Daystar? Let's take a peek here. Providers should ask parents to explain their religious beliefs. I think that's a big key indicator too. Like, when you're dealing, like, it's okay to be religious, man. It really is. But you should always go to the doctor first, man. If you're sick, don't go to Kathryn Krick. Don't go to your fucking pastor or your apostle or what the fuck ever. Go to a doctor. If you don't have insurance, that's okay. Guess what? It's okay. A lot of people don't have insurance. The doctor isn't going to turn you away. They can't. They have these, they follow a rule of medical ethics that they can't turn away somebody who comes in that's sick, man. It's a Hippocratic oath, man. Like, they're going to help you. They're going to help you to the best of their ability and to make sure you fucking live. That's what they do. That's why we have doctors who have gone to college for fucking decades to actually legitimately diagnose these conditions that we're talking about today, Kathryn. Thank you, Ella. A pastor gives theological advice. A doctor gives medical advice. Kathryn is not a doctor. Baby died. Reading, yep. Duty of care, yeah. It's like the Hippocratic oath, right? Like, hey, the doctor's oath, yeah. Duty of care, right? Hippocratic oath, like, I'm not gonna. I mean, to be a doctor, you got to give a fuck. But I've heard doctors have a lot of egos too. Specifically, the heart doctors. Heart doctors, like the cardiothoracic surgeons and the neurosurgeons. Motherfuckers got egos, man. And I get why they do. I get it. But yeah. So yeah, Kathryn. And you know what's even more frustrating, Kathryn, is your parents. I mean, Gordy and Diane, you guys actually have a daughter that's a doctor. And Kathryn is doing this? What the fuck? Are you serious? Like, how can you guys seriously sit by and let her do this? I mean, I know you guys are getting old. And Kathryn, again, once your parents, like, pass, and we're all going to die someday, Kathryn, all right? I don't want anything bad to happen to your parents, and I don't, but they're going to be gone someday, Kathryn. And you're not going to have anybody. John Tall, that's it. The Gimp, you're not going to have anybody to fucking run to. You're not going to have anybody to back you up when all this shit goes down. Mommy and daddy aren't going to be there. Your half brother and half sister aren't going to be there. Nobody will be there to back you up, Kathryn. I promise you, when this all goes down, and it will, Kathryn, this will all eventually go down, okay? Your cult will go down. Your money flow will go down. Exactly. Kathryn Krick has no real friends. She thinks she has real friends, but Kathryn, eventually, in the end, she'll be fucking couch surfing with everybody. Kathryn will be looking for places to surf on a couch because she won't have anybody. She's going to be broke. And honestly, I see her. I see her fucking wandering Skid Row eventually. I do. I see her wandering Skid Row eventually. Like, just totally out of her fucking mind. And it's fucked up to say, but I do. I see the next 10, 12 years, 20 years, Kathryn in her 50s just fucking walking around a homeless bum in downtown LA, Skid Row, all fucking strung out. That's where I see her. Anybody can have a fall from that high, man. Anybody. It's happened to the best, man. It happened to her. But that's what I see of Kathryn. Yeah, move to Tanzania. Yeah, fucking just move to Tanzania and never come back. Yeah, that'd be a good option for her. I mean, can she just move to Tanzania now and never come back? Kathryn, will you just move to Tanzania now and take John Tall with you and just never come back and just lose your passport? That would be really nice, Kathryn. Out in space, what up, man? How you doing, brother? She wants the cats, but they all keep running away. Exactly like, you're too fucking crazy, lady. All right. The crazy cat lady, the cats are like, you're too fucking crazy. Kathryn's like, no, but Uncle Jake, that's the thing. The cats are like, no, we don't want to be competition with you. We're good. No, you're right. No, she wouldn't have Dr. Feelgood if she left the USA. Yeah, but she could go over to fucking Tanzania and get some of that Tanzania tar, man. Some of the fucking Tanzania fucking arm candy, bruh. Her Dr. Feelgood, though, man. She must be getting paid pretty good. I wonder if Nikki is her Dr. Feelgood still, though. You know what, out in space, we could switch gears to David. We've been talking about Kathryn for a good hour, dude. We went in hard on Kathryn today. Yeah. We could talk about David now, though. And I'm with you, too. I'm surprised that piece of shit hasn't been arrested. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Whenever she claims Down syndrome or all those other degenerative conditions, yeah, that's where we're at with it. Like, there's got to be laws to this. Like, yeah, free speech is free speech, but you can't spread medical misinformation. I'm sorry, you can't do that. You know what happened if a doctor came out and said he healed autism? Everybody like, I'm going to that fucking doctor. God. That's what would happen. If a doctor healed somebody. Yeah, Down syndrome is a chromosome issue. Yes, it's I think it's like the extra or lax or it's extra. Yeah, I think it's like lacking or no, I want to say extra. Extra copy of 21 syndrome of the 21 chromosome. Yeah, yeah, chromosome 21. And I don't know if that's the... Yeah. Instead of 46, yeah. It doesn't say which one. It just says it's an extra chromosome. So, yeah. Yeah, it looked like he had Downs. He was a monster. He could give the BS as well as he could take it. Yeah. They're people too, man. That's the thing. And Kathryn, again, you can't... Kathryn, to come out and saying that you're actually curing these, like God is healing these people through you. I know exactly what you're all about, Kathryn. It's all about the money for you. The bottom line in all this for Kathryn is money. And it's everybody else's money. Honestly, donors, you think Kathryn doesn't work a regular job? How do you think she's getting... I mean, donors, do you guys look on her timeline and see what kind of trips she's taking? These aren't cheap trips, okay? And she's throwing it right in your guys' faces every fucking time. She's taking your money. You're paying for her trips. She should be paying for this. No, she's not even working as a pastor. No, she's not, Daniela. She doesn't. When has Kathryn ever worked as a pastor? Never. Fucking never, dude. It's like Kathryn's rewriting the Bible. She's like, the Bible says over and over again to humble yourself. To be humble is not a matter of luck. That God will give you the humble heart from birth. To be humble is a choice that every person has the ability to make. Apostle Kathryn Krick. She says it's the Bible, and she signs it Apostle Kathryn Krick. Yeah, Kathryn doesn't. Kathryn should be spending 40 hours a week writing her sermon for Sunday, and she's not doing that. Fuck. A real pastor, right? If you're doing a legit job, you should be sitting down writing your sermon for the week, right? Maybe putting at least 20 hours into it. If you're going to preach for an hour or two, you should be at least putting 20 hours in on your sermon, on your research, making sure you're spitting the right message to your fucking parishioners. Kathryn never does that. Why would she? She's the apostle, right? She knows everything, knows all, sees all. This is such a circus, Kathryn. And you know what's funny too, Kathryn, is you think you're really this great apostle, but you've created this image of yourself that you're an apostle. You have made this yourself, okay? You made this yourself. The only reason, and one of the only reasons it happened, is because George Davies said it and you slept with him, okay? Not one. No, there's not one Bible at the fivefold service. Nope. Yeah, next. Exactly. The theater hopping heretic, because somebody else is taking that spot this week. So Kathryn got kicked the fuck out. She's got to go to another one. Yeah, she's got to go to another theater. Another theater for her. Yeah, how many theaters is she going to hop before people get the point that she's a fucking con artist, man? Yeah, they don't need the Bible. She's like, just watch my videos. Just watch my videos. That's all these people got to do is just watch her videos. Dude. I mean, Kathryn, this, like, what you're doing, I mean, do you ever stop to think about, like, what it's doing to your family, too? Have you stopped to think about that? Have you? I don't think she has, though. I mean, your parents, man. Your parents. I mean, Kathryn, there's an entire algorithm. Hang on a second here. What's today? I'm checking something. Anyways. Yep. Yeah, we don't see the other families there. Yeah. Yep. Once again, Kathryn, you can't heal autism. And Kathryn, I'm going to push this agenda a little bit more, and I'm going to start making some calls to the medical community and some of these organizations for autism, and really start giving you some fucking pressure that you're not going to be able to know what to do with it. Because you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't have these people put videos up spreading medical misinformation. Okay? The power of Krick compels you. Just stay away from Autism Speaks. Okay. Okay, you said stay away from them? All right. I'll do that. I'll make sure I stay away from them for sure. I'm just trying to think who else we could get involved. It's going to take doctors, man. Oh, they're developing a cure? Yeah, that's not good. There's no cure for fucking autism. Yeah, there's no cure for it. Oh my God. When are people going to realize this, man? Like, there's documents out there that shows that this, yeah, social pressure from the LGBTQ, yeah. Yep, that's going to be a big one too. Um, I just, like, I always feel like we're fighting an uphill battle. I just feel like we're fighting an uphill battle sometimes. I mean, these people can get away with this shit because they throw God in the mix and it's all cool. And we're sitting back here saying this is fucking medical misinformation. They're spreading the wrong message where it could potentially cause people to get hurt very, very bad. But hey, don't listen to us. We're just out here pointing it out, saying, hey, there's a problem here. And we need to fucking address it right now. But for some reason, I don't know why the government doesn't get involved. Well, it's votes, we know that. Okay. Yeah, see, America's big, dude. That's the thing. Like, news outlets, they want a story. Okay? They want a story. They don't want some fucking bullshit ass apostle saying she's out fucking healing everybody, because they've heard that before. They've all heard it. Yeah, if you say it's in a church, it's all good. You're right, Jessica. Once you bring God in the mix, it's all cool, man. It's all good. It's all straight. Yep. Once you say God's in it, it's all cool, man. Like, God is the middleman, and he can do anything. And it's really funny. Like, people get real fucking weird, like police officials, shit like that, you know? They're like, oh, well, it's a church. So fucking what? What are you guys fucking scared of? It's a church. Who gives a fuck? What? Just because they're a church, you guys gotta be like, So they're fucking people too. They're people that run that church. They're not God. That's what I don't get. Like, our government is literally fucking scared. It's the fact she is exploiting children for the purposes of commercials. Yes, and that's what we need to point out. Yeah, that she's exploiting children to gain ad revenue. Precisely. Yep. She is using her platform to exploit this child to gain ad revenue, saying that this disease has been cured and there's medical proof, when there's no medical proof and there's no documentation except some fucking shoddy shit that she puts up. Oh, look, here's medical proof. Like, Kathryn, do you really think we're dumb? Like, seriously, do you think we're that dumb that we're going to be like, oh yeah, that's medical proof, okay? No, Kathryn. Not with autism, that's not medical proof. Probably talking like years. It'd be like 13-year-old girl be allowed to say she's cured from porn and masturbation. Oh, she was 15. She's 15. No, she was 15. It says in the post she was 15 at the time she got healed from it. Cured, healed, whatever. And then she's 17 now. No, it wasn't even a real medical document, Daniela. No. That shit they just fucking yanked off the fucking internet, man. There was no doctor notes. If there was a legitimate fucking healing of autism. Oh, yeah. No, I know that, Uncle Jake. Yeah, some sick fuck is polishing his carrot watching that shit. Yeah. Hey, that's okay to be away from God, bro. He expects it, dude. That's all right, dude. He expects it, dude. He expects us to fall away, bro. It happens. Fucking happens, dude. Yeah. Yeah, you don't talk in public about sex addiction of people, and especially not kids. And that's the thing. Like, I think I actually screenshotted that fucking... I might have even taken it down, but I screenshotted it first. Yeah, I screenshotted it. I took the fucking shit down because she was so fucking young, dude. She's 17. I think in Texas the consent age is 17, but she was set free at the age of 15 of masturbation and pornography. Like, what the fuck, dude? What's going on at that girl's house? Yeah, it is. It's like pedos in churches always get handouts. The pedos in churches always get handouts. Precisely. And that girl's in San Antonio. And she uses her real fucking name for her goddamn YouTube handle. Fucking dumb shit. Like, no common sense, man. If I wanted to look that little girl up, it would have been too fucking easy. Oh, look, there's her name. Evelyn Lopez. It's that fucking easy. You see why we raise concerns about this shit? Yeah, the one little girl reading the list back in the day. Yeah, that was one of our initial fucking concerns too. And that little girl was reading from, I renounce sexual sins and I'm 10 years old. What the fuck kind of list is that, Kathryn? Yeah, man, woman, it doesn't matter. It could be a man or a woman. Could be a man or a woman. Nobody is allowed on stage spontaneously. Yeah. No, she knows. And this little girl was out there handing out fucking 5F flyers, putting them on people's cars and shit. And I watched one of her videos. She's like, oh, look, it's already gone. I was like, yeah, fucking people don't want you putting shit on their fucking car, man. Take that stupid fucking flyer off. And her mom is the one driving her around doing it. Stupid. It is so fucking dangerous what Kathryn is having these people do. That's her right there. That's her right there. Look at her. It's a little fucking girl, dude. The little fucking girl, dude. And Kathryn's got her out there fucking passing out fucking flyers like that. Looking at her eyes now, like something happened there. Yeah. God damn it. Like I'm almost like I wanted to pass this over to the fucking cops, man, just because of what she said in her fucking initial post. But like, she's 17 now. They're gonna be like, well, we can't do anything about it now, you know? So she was set free of watching pornography, masturbation, depression, suicidal thoughts, condemning thoughts, spirit of religion through Apostles ministry at the age of 15. Yeah, this is full on grooming. This is how a cult grooms children. I pray for your eyes to open up to see the fruits of this ministry and for you to be the Saul who turned into Paul. Dude, this little girl, fuck, you don't have any clue what the world's about to fucking throw at you, do you? That's what's so fucking sad about this. It really is. Like, I screenshot that shit because I was this close to fucking calling the cops and just being like, look, man. But I wouldn't know how to approach that. I mean, who would I call them that? I know children are being groomed. I know a child that's being groomed through a fucking cult. I wouldn't know how do you approach that? Seriously. That's where I'm at with this. Like, how would you approach that if I was going to report this girl? This is a little girl, dude. This is a little fucking girl. And that's what's so fucked up about this, Kathryn. And here's the other thing. These people are opening up their houses to like other people where they could ultimately invite in fucking weirdos. I mean, yeah, this could technically be considered fucking child labor, honestly. Yeah, it really could. God damn it. This is why we do this, man. Oh my God. Evelyn Lopez, you don't have a fucking clue. You don't have a clue what the world's about to throw at you, man. Yeah, exactly. They need the votes. That's why politicians are scared to deal with the church, because they need the votes. Yep, you're exactly right. You're exactly right. That's why they need them. Yeah, I know, right, Jessica? That was the finest beating I ever took. I said I seen it, sir.
Oh, you got a murderous rage in you. I like it.
I like it. I was doing some cuts. I did one from fucking, what was it? Gangs of New York. Where he's all, that was the finest beating I ever took. This is going to go on the stream too. This right here.
Is this it, priest? The Pope's new army? A few crusty bitches and a handful of ragtags?
And a handful of ragtags. Is this it? Is this what you brought me, the Pope's new army? A few crusty bitches and a handful of ragtags? Prepare to receive the real Lord. That's going on the stream, by the way. Back to you, Kathryn. Do you guys want to see what else is going on the stream?
Man, nobody fucks with the Jesus. You said it, man. Nobody fucks with the Jesus.
Nobody fucks with the Jesus. I've been doing some new cuts and stuff up for the fucking...
Sniveling air, stop your nonsense. You're just your afterbirth, Eli. No. Slithered out on your mother's filth. No. They should have put you in a glass jar on the mantelpiece.
They should have put you in a glass jar on a mantelpiece. I like, there's like little lines from movies that I like that I think could be like good, like fucking face slappers. Like somebody wants to be a dick, be like, boom, put you in a glass jar on a mantelpiece. I drink your milkshake. I drink it up. I know Krick's crazy. I in a jar. Just put one of her, just put her Krick's crazy eye in one jar, right? Mm-hmm. For real, bro. For real. Oren K in Connecticut. You know, I am that is, you're dead on, bro. That is not a fucking lie, dude. Wipe that face off your head, bitch. It is. It's not their job to give a fuck about us. It's not their job to care about our health benefits. It's not their job to care about if we get sick. It's their job to get reelected. It's their job to make as much money off the taxpayers as they possibly can, which they do year after year. And I don't take sides in politics. You guys know that. Fuck them all. You guys want to know how to get out of jury duty? Let me tell you something real quick. If you ever want to get out of jury duty, put my glasses on here real quick, okay? Now listen up. If you ever want to get out of fucking jury duty, let me tell you something. When there's a questionnaire, they typically ask you if you're of sound mind and moral character. Just tell them no, okay? You'll get denied immediately, okay? I promise you that. I was about to have to do jury duty. I was like, I don't want any fucking part of that. Me and Uncle Jake sat together and we looked at the questions. And I think it was number 5 on my questionnaire. Are you of sound mind and moral character? I said, no. It's like, nope. Sure ain't. You asked me to come to court on some bullshit ass fucking case probably. No, I will not be impartial. I'm going to fucking, no. Don't want any part of it. That's how much I don't like our fucking government. I don't want any part of jury duty. I don't want anything to do with the courts. I don't want to be around any people that have anything to do with it. Because as far as I see it, they're all fucking in it for themselves, man. They're never... I don't see my fucking county commissioner out there fucking talking to our citizens and the problems that we have in our community. Some old crusty bastard who can't even fucking hear hardly. What the fuck how's he gonna listen when he can't fucking hear? The judge in my county, he got reelected on some fucking like technicality, and he's like fucking 90 years old, man. It's like, dude, just fucking retire, okay? Like, just retire and live out your fucking life in quiet and peace and let somebody else fucking step up. And that's why I don't do government shit, man. But they don't. Politicians' main job is to get reelected. Only time I went to jury duty, I asked the judge if the defendant was Christian and got let go. I love it. Yeah, I got a summons in the mail, man. It was for a grand jury, too. I'm like, fuck, man, I don't want to go grand jury duty. Stupid. And I called the court. They're like, well, you have to show up to court. You know, you get a questionnaire and you got to fill out the questionnaire and you have to show up to court. It's like, there's no fucking way I'm showing up to court any fucking time unless I absolutely have to. And I'll find every way to get out of it. And fucking jury duty, judged by a jury of your peers, fucking stupid. Waste of fucking time. Last time I went before that was years ago. Yep. I know OJ Simpson thanks you. Jury duty. OJ Simpson thanks you, everybody. Last time I went to jury duty, I straight up told the judge, I was like, this is a waste of my fucking time. This is stupid. Your Honor, like, this is dumb. This lady tripped and fell, and you want me to sit here and fucking give her money because she can't hold her booze? Like, no. I told the judge, I was like, no way, Judge. No, Your Honor. I will not. That is insane for you to sit here and even ask me that. This lady was down at the Riverwalk drinking, acting like a fucking idiot probably. She tripped, fell, hurt herself, and she wants to sue the fucking restaurant because she couldn't fucking grab the handrail or it wasn't lit up for her or some shit. It was stupid. I was like, you're kidding me. This is what the courts are being held up with. Stupid shit like this. Later. The judge is like, well, all right. I was like, I'm not doing this, Your Honor. It's a waste of my time. And you're wasting taxpayer time. And you're wasting everybody else's time here, too. For what? Because this lady fucking fell? Come on, man. Yeah, that's why the first time I've ever done jury duty, I saw what it was about. I'm like, I'm never going to be a part of this again. Ever. Never. I will find every way out of jury duty every fucking time. And now I know how. Now I know how. Just tell them you're not moral and sound mind, and you'll get out of it. Now, if I served on a jury with Kathryn, I'd for sure tell them, fuck yeah, I don't know anything about the woman. Don't know anything about her. But they'd sequester her, be like, do you know who she is? She'd be like, I know who he is. He has a YouTube channel about me. Be like, yeah, I know everything about her. Like, sir, you can go ahead and step out of the jury pool. Thank you. Have a nice day. You can leave. And Kathryn, you probably should be taken to some kind of court or something and be restricted from some type of... You're not a doctor, okay? Let's go ahead and put that out there right now. I'm going to go and wrap the stream up here pretty quick. Kathryn, you're not a doctor, okay? You're not a doctor. It's borderline illegal for you to even come out and say, oh, you did, curly girl? Nice, that's a good one. Tell them you have bladder problems. Like, I have overactive bladder. I have to pee every 5 minutes. I have to take a comfort break every 5 minutes. I can't hold it. That's a good one. Just be like, I have chronic wet dreams, and like I even have wet dreams when I'm sitting here, so that's a problem. Yeah, that's a good one, curly girl. I never thought about that. Chronic migraines, telling me I have chronic nocturnal emissions, but they also happen in the daytime, so they're just like happening all the time. Oh, Steve, the servant of David? Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about David a little bit earlier, man. Somebody said, surprised he hasn't been arrested. And yeah, I am too. I'm surprised he hasn't been arrested for all the bullshit he's done. But again, I still think he's in the hospital. I don't think we'll be seeing David anytime soon for any reason. By some miracle, if we do see him, he'll be sitting down. He won't be standing up, because David can't stand up hardly anymore. That's why we always see him sitting down. I really do. I think it's to the point where it's like whatever happened to his legs, like the neuropathy in his legs has just gotten so severe. Like for a minute we saw him, that podium was typically holding him up, right? That podium would hold him up. Not David. He'd be fucking hovering on that thing, like tripoding on it, right? But last time we seen him, he's just sitting down, man. Because he's built up so much weight and so much water weight in his body, like he can't even hold it anymore. He couldn't even dance for 2 minutes. He had to sit down afterwards. Oh, and it's just, curly girl, I think he probably, if he makes it out of this, I'll be surprised. I really will. It's like they're posting rerun after rerun after rerun. Yeah. Yeah, David is legit on his deathbed. Yeah. Yeah, imagine he was lifting a wheelchair once, now he's sitting in one probably. Yeah, I do. I think David is either like he's ambulating with a walker or he's got to sit in a wheelchair now. Like he literally can't fucking walk anymore. God, I would just hate to be in like his position, man. David, like how? Oh, dude, fatty liver disease, and he's got a fatty fucking liver. Yeah, David E. Taylor, T.D. Jakes, Kenneth Copeland, and are in survival mode. I know, and what's crazy is all these other dudes have been alive longer than David, and he's like in the worst survival. He's in like survival mode, survival mode. Oh yeah, Jessica, that's a we were talking about the possible conditions with fatty liver disease. I mean, first of all, okay, David's heart isn't functioning properly. Okay, let's talk about this like we did the other day. When your heart doesn't function, okay, you start losing function of the rest of your body, like say your liver, right? Your kidneys, okay? What else, Uncle Jake? What else do you lose control of? Your fucking the fucking not the spleen. The fuck produces the insulin in the body? The fuck is it? I mean, thyroid, all of it goes, man. It all goes. Oh, I'm sure he gets lung infections. Yeah, if he's had a tube in his throat, yeah, probably lung infections. He's probably, I for real think he's got like diabetic foot ulcers, man. Yeah, the gallbladder, spleen, yeah, everything. Yeah, gallbladder, the spleen, everything. Pancreas. Okay, yeah, the pancreas. That's pancreas. Thank you, Curly. I was fucking brain farting for a minute. Um, yeah, everything starts failing. The pancreas doesn't get good blood flow. Guess what? It's not going to do its job. Kidneys don't have good blood flow. Guess what? They're not going to do their job. Liver doesn't have good blood flow. Guess what? It's not going to do its job. The body requires the heart to pump a lot of blood all the time. It it is. It is, Daniela, when you really start to look at all the health conditions, like David is a fucking walking endocrine bomb, dude. Oh, I'm sure his kidneys went a long time ago. It wouldn't problem me if he's already like end stage renal. hmm I'm still I like that's part of my job is to learn this stuff, and I'm reading a lot about CKD right now. I'm reading a lot about CKD conditions, what causes it, what it does to the rest of the rest of the organs, because usually when there's CKD, there's hypertensive issues too. When you have end stage renal issues, there's usually CKD, chronic kidney issues, and then there's usually hypertensive chronic heart issues. Intestines can't be good. Exactly. Everything. The kidneys, David's kidneys probably half functioning. Again, heart's going bad. Guess what? It's not going to pump blood around those critical organs, right? And the fact that David's upper body, his entire cavity is probably surrounded with visceral fat, is not helping the situation either. I mean, David, when we see David, it's like, I did too, man. Like he's watching his dad fucking just slowly fucking pass, dude. And it can't be, I mean, for David, you know, I'm really trying to put myself in David's shoes and like trying to imagine what he feels like right now. And I can't imagine he feels very good. Like just physically. I imagine he can't feel very good at all. He's a very sick man. He's a very sick man. And the video that we saw with that Daniela, that let me know how sick he was. With seeing Josh and Joseph there at the same time, it's like, nope, something's up. Josh and Joseph are there. Tells me David got shacked up in the hospital again. And then again, we've looked at the health conditions, man. Yep, exactly. You know, and that's kind of, I'm starting to, I don't, and you know, that's the thing. Like Jessica, I talked to his daughter. I talked to Destiny one time, you guys. I talked to her one time. It was a nice conversation for the most part. But the conversation ended like basically, well, you guys are never going to be able to stop him. And I kind of ended that as like, yeah, you know, when it's thinking like that, it's because people like you enabled him, your mom, and all the people around you, you know, like you guys enabled it. So you guys stand back and watch us dismantle this cult. That's fine. And that was probably 3 years ago. Talked to her one time. She told me the abuse was real. Everything, yes, the abuse, everything we heard about it, yes, it's all real. All the physical abuse is very real with David. But it did happen. And that's the last time I ever talked to her. That was it. I've talked to her one time only. When she called, I actually pulled over and fucking got out of the car and talked to her and had a conversation with her. And it ended like that. I was really bummed to have it end like that because I felt she could have been instrumental in standing up for it since seeing how she's his daughter. Yeah. I was super bummed. And I told her, I was like, you know, and I told her, I was like, it's kind of sad, like, Destiny, like you and your mom, you guys had all the power in this and you guys did nothing. As like you guys, it's like you guys almost stood by and just watched it and let it happen because it was easier to do that than do nothing. And I was like, that's okay though. Like, we're going to get your dad. Don't even trip. And Destiny, I know about the dream you had about your dad having a heart attack. Okay, Cliff told me about it. So there's that too. So again, it wouldn't surprise me if David had a heart attack. Yeah, exactly. He's not stable. He's just charismatic, and that's all you need. Yeah. David is very unstable. When she told me how bad he beat the shit out of her, I was like, damn, dude. Yep, everyone around David is an enabler, just like with Kathryn. Everyone around Kathryn enabling the behavior. Yep, Curly. And that's what happened. Everybody around him enabled it by not doing anything. Until we came in and said, nope, you're not doing it anymore. Same with Kathryn. Kathryn, you're not doing this anymore. And that's kind of where I left the ball with Destiny, right? When I ended that cause, like, well, you guys had all the power to stop him, and you guys were too scared or just didn't want to do it for whatever. You know, I get it. Yeah, too scared to speak up, and I respected that about it. Like, I get there's a fear tactic, but all they had to do was go tell people. All they had to do, Destiny and Tabitha had so much fucking power in their hands. Anybody would have listened to those two women, but they didn't go out and spread the word, man, when they could have, I think. Tabitha probably could have done a lot more damage to David, but I think David was probably threatening her. David's a real sack of shit. But look where he is now, laid up in a fucking hospital, probably with a tube in his throat. After all this time, he's saying, oh, I'm an apostle, and I can do this, and I can do that, and I can heal this, and I can heal that. For him to be done in by fucking cardiovascular disease and, like, chronic. Wasn't even, like, cancer that did him in. It was, like, his fucked up lifestyle. Him just being a fucking obese glutton. Yep. I think they all know David's bad. I think they all know that David's bad. They're just all too scared to leave because they don't have anywhere else to go. Michelle for sure doesn't have anywhere else to go. I know that for sure. Michelle has nowhere. She has nowhere. She has no one to go to. No family, no friends. Just the cult friends. Michelle will be couch surfing on one of the fucking residential centers. Michelle's going to be squatting in Tampa because that mansion actually had another loan pulled out on it. Yep. David's not well, man. And I don't think I don't think we're going to see him. We've said that time and time again, year after year, but I really do think this one is it, man. I really do. Cult members know David's been in hiding for 5 years now. Oh, shut away. I'm sorry. It's been shut away, but no. He's hiding. He's hiding. That's it. We know from Cliff's interviews that people had threats on his life, that he was scared. And we know he's just a scared little bitch. If he ever does make it out of the hospital, it will be under, like, probably hospice care at this point. Yep, David, next big date is tax season, man. It's just coming around the corner. Where's the big apostle paying all the taxes? Oh man, I can't wait to see who's gonna fucking take over the bills on those properties and pay all those taxes. Oh man, Uncle Jake, when do you think they're gonna start losing these properties, man? They they can't maintain all these properties. David's not even doing shows, man. I mean the hotel. Oh, the hotel just got to be a fucking dump. Yeah, hospice care is a logical next step. Um, yeah, last year's revenue should become public, but no, David uses this fucking law. You can like not file for 3 years. It's all bullshit. He knows what he's doing. He'll burn up another tax ID number, Daniela. He's already doing it. He's already in the process, man. But it's all good. The IRS is onto it. I need to worry about it now. They know who he is. Yep. No, David's already burned up names and numbers. David's very calculated, dude. When they unfuck this, they being the IRS, and if they decide to fucking prosecute people in the end, it's such a clusterfuck, man. There's names, addresses, phone numbers. I mean, this is a web of just money laundering and fucking fraud, dude. It wouldn't surprise me with the hotel, but I found out they have 0 paid people, not one. Yeah. Oh, that hotel, it's a ghost town and it's a shithole. It's in, you know what they call that area in Houston? They call it Guns Point. They call it Guns Point. Okay. It's just north of Greens Point, maybe a mile or two. And they call it Guns Point because it's fucking ghetto. It's ghetto right there. You go a little bit south of that from the hotel, and like that area right where David is, like that area. Oh yeah, we get into that too. That area right where David is, it's known for just fucking human trafficking and prostitution, okay? So, and then the residential center, yeah, there's an issue with the sewage system. Yep, there's an issue with the sewage system. Dude. I spoke the residential center. Remember the house where, we just call it a little home. Um, I made some calls, Daniela. I talked to some county officials. Very nice. Um, and I spoke to them. I told them who I was, what I was doing. I tried to find out why they were being charged. Well, I found out that there's a couple things they're being charged for. I know, Apostle Shitty Taylor. Apostle Shitty Taylor. So what happened was where that house is, it does flood, okay? And I talked to one of the code ladies in the office, right? And we found out so what happened is they failed to get county permits, okay, to do grading work. And you have to do that when the county they're in because it floods. And then it had to do with the sewage systems. It was a downstream portion. What happened was, I guess there's a issue with the sewer lines. Nobody's taking care of those properties. And when you have properties like that are that big, like those houses require constant upkeep, everybody. Constant upkeep. Yeah, exactly. Precisely. Yeah, like it sounds like eventually raw sewage is going to be flowing into the neighbors' yards, right? Like raw shit. Like David's fucking pads. Might see some pads floating up there too. Be careful. But yeah. Yeah. David didn't read the do not flush on the box of pads. I'll just throw these in the toilet. David's, I don't read. Why do I need to read? He's like, God's my fucking pilot. He probably didn't. He probably does. It wouldn't surprise me if that sick fuck flushes the pads. It wouldn't surprise me. Well, no, Cliff said he just leaves them laying around. So there's that too. Okay, so Cliff said he leaves them laying around. But you know what? I could see him flushing them like toilet paper too. He's literally leaving a mark on the next generation of his cult members. Yeah, when this cult breaks apart, though, when it finally does, and David kicks the bucket, um, it's gonna fracture pretty big. You got a stained pass, yeah. He's got a fucking skid mark pass, man. And that's David, man. That's pretty much where we're at with him. I can't even report on him anymore because he doesn't do any more content. Man. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here too. I'm gonna go get some food and stuff. But yeah, with Kathryn, you can't. Kathryn. Don't think this is over with the autism thing, okay? I really, really want you to know that this whole autism thing, far from fucking over, psycho. It is far from fucking over, Kathryn. You're gonna start feeling pressure eventually, and it's gonna be from like organizations and doctors and medical experts. Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, we need to find out where she's going in Minneapolis too. Call that event center. But yeah, Kathryn, this isn't over with the whole autism thing. You can't do this. I just want you to know that. You can't do this. Not even the most seasoned professional doctors say the shit and allow the shit that you're allowing on your channel with regards to people being healed of autism. You're a fucking liar, Kathryn. You're a fucking con ass piece of shit fucking liar. You need to you need to fucking repent, bitch. You really do, Kathryn. Again, consider me your big brother. You need to fucking repent. You need to fucking repent, Kathryn. What you're doing is wrong. You don't let people put videos up saying their children are healed of fucking autism. And that's that. Don't do it again, Kathryn. That video is going to get reported. I'm going to report it right now, Kathryn, as medical misinformation. I will report it. It's getting reported right now. I urge everybody else to do the same thing. Report it. Medical misinformation. Autism is a disease that cannot be healed. It is a condition that cannot be healed. Kathryn, doctors don't even tell people they're healed.